Best booster boxes to buy right now. Let's look at the numbers. Welcome back to Rob Does Pokemon, everyone. We've got the exploding booster box Tony Stark thumbnail, and now I got some spreadsheets to get us hyped up. Take a look at this. What you guys are peeking at here is a list of every Scarlet and Violet era main expansion ranked by the total set value. And now, here's that same list with the best half of Sword and Shield mixed in, so everything from Chilling Reign onwards. And now, here's that same list factoring in the age of the set and how that impacts the value. What does all of this information tell us? A whole lot of nothing. I'm just kidding, guys. There is some value in here. We will look at that in a sec. But Pokemon Investing 101, if you are new to this, buy stuff when it's cheap and the FOMO chasers aren't pumping it, then sell it when it goes up and the FOMO chasers are pumping it. Or in other words, guys, buy low and sell high. These are the booster boxes you should be targeting right now. First up is surging. Oh, hold on, guys. I got a message from my lawyer. Hold on, I got to play this legal disclaimer. One sec.
This could be considered financial advice, but if you spend all your money on shiny cardboard and can't afford to fix your car, it's not Rob's fault.
You need to fix your car! You need to fix your car and you're worried about Pokemon cards!
Alright guys, we're going to start off with the painfully obvious stuff first, and spoiler alert, it is not 200 plus boxes of Surging Sparks. It is Paradox Rift and Temporal Forces. They are good shouts. Seriously guys, I know I joke a lot, but I'm being serious now. This is the serious part of the video. Now, people don't tend to get the warm and fuzzies for these two sets, and I think that is a real shame because they both have a lot going for them. They both mark the turning point of Scarlet and Violet era for pull rate difficulty. As you guys may recall, pull rates were really easy early on in the era, but then things got way harder when Paradox Rift hit, and that only continued into Temporal Forces. Then there's the fact that these two sets also have the highest amounts of SIR and IR cards in the era. Paradox Rift in particular is first place with Paldea Evolved. Lots of good cards, guys. I mean, it's fun to open, and there is room for the singles to grow. Also, neither of these sets is carried by the value of a single card. For example, I love Twilight Masquerade. I absolutely love it, but let's look at the total set value of Twilight, Temporal, and Paradox side by side. You guys see how there's a big difference there, right? Twilight is obviously way ahead. Now stay with me here because this is important. Now, how about we take out the most expensive card from each set and see what that does to this list? Suddenly, it is a much more even playing field. But guys, it's not just about the value of the top chase cards. Both of these sets feature rookie appearances for the Paradox Pokemon. And my friends, collectors love first appearances. And when kids playing these games now grow up, look back, and desperately try to recapture their childhoods, just like I'm doing right now, they will come back to these sets with love. Anyway, my one-year price predictions are these boxes pop over $130 and $145 US market price at some point in 2025, which is a nice, tidy game. So tidy, in fact, I prepared a thumbnail for when that happens. Just remember, guys, I don't actually know the future, but here's a little bit of my logic. In case you haven't noticed, the market is extremely hot right now. Lots of new people are coming in, and what is likely to happen is this. People will get priced out of Surging Sparks and Twilight Masquerade, and because they don't feel good about paying $200 for a booster box that is essentially brand new, they are going to start looking down the list of most expensive booster boxes, and that is where they will find Paradox Rift and Temporal Forces in the bargain bucket. And of course, they will also find the next box on our list, which is Obsidian Flames. Now, before you guys click away because you think Crystal Hats are for clowns, consider this if you will. Obsidian Flames has the lowest total set value in Scarlet and Violet era by a country mile. Seriously guys, friggin' sucks. And to add insult to injury, it is also a tiny set, so the value per card is absolutely pathetic. Then there's the pull rates, which are also ridiculously low. It is easy to pull good cards, and yet, despite all of these factors working against it, this is the fourth most expensive booster box in the Scarlet and Violet era. Why is it? Because people friggin' love Charizard. Even if he does have a crystal hat on, people just cannot get enough of this big, dumb lizard. And if you guys don't like Charizard, hey, that's cool. We have a lot of OG Kanto region Pokemon in here too. We got the Pidgeline, we got a little Gloom action, and this gorgeous Ninetales. And of course, guys, while it's not Kanto region, some people really seem to like Lechonk too. It's a good set, my friends, and it will edge Paradox and Temporal and see a high of 160 a box in 2025. And here's the thumbnail I made to prove it. And by the way, guys, be sure to subscribe if you like fast cars, loose women, and Pokemon cards, because you are guaranteed to see at least one of those on this channel. And on that note, guys, let's switch gears. Let me ask you guys a question. Can you tell me which Sword and Shield set has the most valuable trainer gallery? Is it Fusion Strike, Brilliant Stars, Astral Radiance, Silver Tempest, or Lost Origin? The reason I'm asking is because we are going deep into Sword and Shield next, and the trainer galleries are very important. Now, at this point, you might be thinking, Rob, these boxes are shooting up already. What happened to buy low and sell high, dude? Sword and Shield? Well, my friends, here's the reason. I am predicting a huge year for Sword and Shield, and when you look back on these prices a year from now, I think they will actually seem quite low indeed. Scarlet and Violet will see reprints enter the market, and that will stagnate some of the prices, but Sword and Shield will likely only go up. So which Sword and Shield boxes should you guys be targeting? Well, right now, guys, it's all about inventory. Major distribution is either completely out or very close to being completely out of all Sword and Shield booster boxes, and with Target gutting the Elite Trainer Box price to $20 for Black Friday, it feels like this era is finally getting to the end of the line. And as for PokemonCenter.com, Silver Tempest is all that's left on the shelves at the US site. And Silver Tempest, guys, is a box you should 100% be looking at. It is a great pickup. Yes, its total set value is very Lugia heavy, but guys, this is the last main expansion of Pokemon cards printed with yellow borders. Crown Zenith is a holiday set, and that will matter a lot more one day than it does right now. Not to mention, it also has an epic trainer gallery featuring Rayquaza, Blaziken, and the Pokemon Center Lady/Nurse Joy, just to name a few. It is currently sitting at $160 a box, but once it sells out in the spring and people get their tax returns in, this bad boy will quickly break $200. I see it hitting a high of $220 next year, and here's the thumbnail when that happens. And speaking of tax returns, guys, people will of course be spending their IRS check on Sword and Shield boxes, and as supply gets gobbled up, you will see prices spike on the usual suspects. Evo Skies will continue to climb up past $1,000 US, and Chilling Reign and Lost Origin will continue to be amazing plays as well. But in terms of percentage gains, these are the two boxes I like more than all the others. The first is Fusion Strike. Look, guys, I screamed at you to invest in this box back in February. Well, okay, maybe I didn't scream at you, but I made a good thumbnail and I said you should probably buy it, and shortly thereafter it went up quite a bit. I guess even blind squirrels find nuts sometimes, but the fact remains, it is still a good buy right now. Fusion Strike has a total set value of around $930. It's got Gengar and Espeon VMAX. It is heavy on Mew, and guys, people love Mew. And the trainer gallery in this one is, of course, well guys, the trainer gallery is not existent. Oh dear, I hope you guys didn't leave a comment saying Fusion Strike doesn't have a trainer gallery, because of course I know that, guys, it's Rob Does Pokemon, but hey, if it had one, it would be a really cool trainer gallery. Now, the thing I like most about Fusion Strike is that even though it's still in stock on Pokemon Center in the UK, it is basically the same price as Chilling Reign, which has been sold out for months on the secondary market. The fact that it is so expensive while still being available at MSRP in the UK speaks to the sheer power of this set. Look, we know what Unified Minds is doing for Sun and Moon era, and make no mistake, Fusion Strike is the Unified Minds of Sword and Shield. It will do Unified Minds type things. I've got a high on this box of $350 by the end of next year. I think it has the potential to fly, and here is the thumbnail I prepared for when it does. Watch out for it on your YouTube recommendations feed. Honorable mentions here, guys, before we get into the final set. Scarlet and Violet Base and Stellar Crown, they are dirt cheap. They are not popular, but they will grow. I have no idea by how much, maybe 20%, maybe 30%. Paldea Evolve will also do Paldea Evolve things, but I don't think it will do as much as people think. Finally though, since we are talking about the UK Pokemon Center, this is the final box I think you guys should look at, and it is of course Brilliant Stars. Honestly, guys, I cannot say enough good things about this set. It's got Charizard, I love Charizard. It's got Rainbows, I love Rainbows. It's got Arceus, Legendary Galarian, Gold Birds. It is stacked. Its total set value is $741, and it does of course have the most expensive trainer gallery in all of Sword and Shield era. And the little cherry on top is it has some evolutions in there too. It is currently being held back by one thing and one thing only. It is still in stock on the UK Pokemon Center. As soon as it goes out of stock there, it is going to go for a run. I'm calling a high of $280 on this box in 2025, and here is the thumbnail I have prepared to celebrate. I hope you enjoyed this content, guys. Seriously, I have some of these boxes. I'm playing Jenga with some of them there behind me. I may buy more, or I may buy Dogecoin. I don't know. Make your own financial decisions. Don't just listen to a YouTuber who is making videos for fun. Until next time, take it easy.